Okay guys, today we're doing 7.1. It's summation and area, and today we will just be talking about the summation formula. And you guys should probably have learned this in the past, maybe in pre-cal. Let's get started. Okay, first off, I'm going to ask you to estimate the area between the function and the x-axis. Okay, so what we are going to be looking for, I will shade it in. We're looking for between the area between the function, that's the function, my red line, and the x-axis. This is my x-axis. Okay, and we will be doing that from the x values of 0 to 4. So the area that we're trying to find is that entire area right there. And we're just estimating it. So let's just try to take a good guess at it and see what it is that we can do here. Normally I would give you a second to figure it out, and you guys can do whatever methods you want. And here, while I do that, I'm going to try to figure out how to get a different pen. I don't think I can get a different pen color. Now, oh well. Okay, so let's get an estimation here. I'm going to count these three, maybe, as being 3 of them. So we got a 1, a 1, and a 1. So we got a value of 3 there for the area. This one kind of looks like a half. Okay, so I'm going to say that that's like a half. So I got 3.5 so far. I'm going to say if you cut these two in half, you got a full 1 right there. I would say there's a half and there's a half because it's cutting these two triangles in half. So I'm going to say you got 4.5 right now, and this is pretty much a full triangle here. So I'm going to say maybe this area that I didn't count earlier could be on the top here. So I'm going to say that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. I'm going to say this is about 5.5. Now all I can do right now is I can estimate, okay? This is what a man named Riemann used to do, and we're going to go into how he solved this problem. But all we could do right now is just kind of take a guess. And I mean, we took an educated one. We kind of counted things out and got the best value we could. It wasn't real exact, but it was an answer. Now here's how it's going to be asked on the test. They're going to say, estimate the integral of f of x dx. Okay, what this integral sign is, you guys spent the last couple weeks learning integrals. That just means find the area. So like a derivative meant find the slope. An integral means find the area. Okay, and right now I just took a function and I estimated it. So we're just estimating for the next couple days here. For the next couple days, and then I'll show you how to actually find the area. And we're going to be estimating actually this entire chapter. I'm going to be showing you how Riemann estimated the area in different ways. And then after that, I'll show you how to actually use that integral that you guys know how to do to find the exact area that's colored in right here. Okay, let's do some summations real quick. So before we get started on actually doing a integral, we need to know how to do a summation. So let's just kind of teach you that if you don't already know. Okay, a summation will have some function over here. As you can tell, the function here is I squared. The function here is just I. So I'll do this one for you, and then I'll let you give that one a try. So we're going to start at the number 1, and then we're going to add 1 continuously until we get to the number that's on top. So we're going to start with 1, and we're going to, sum means addition. So we're going to start with 1, we're going to plug in 1 into our function, which is just I, so 1. And we're going to add it with whatever the next number would be, which would be 2 plugged into this function. And then we're going to check the next number, which would be 3 plugged into this function. We're going to check the next number, which would be 4 plugged into this function. We're going to check the next number, which would be 5 plugged into this function. And 5 is where it stops, because that's the number on top. And that's going to be the answer, I mean, we can evaluate it. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this answer, the summation of this from 1 to 5 is 15. Now here's one for you to give a try. And why don't you pause the video if you want to give it a try and see if you get the right answer. Okay, so let's walk through it. We're going to start at the number 2. So we're going to plug in 2 into the function. That's going to be 2 squared. And we're going to sum it with the next number plugged into the function, which would be 3 squared. And we're going to sum it with the next number plugged into the function, would be 4 squared. And the next one, 5 squared. And then the next one, 6 squared. And that's where we stop because that is the number on top. Now you would just figure out what each of these are. So 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 plus 36. I don't actually want to add all these together. So I'll let you guys do that if you want to. But whatever the sum of these numbers are, that's going to be the answer to what this summation is. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So here's another one for you to give a try on. Okay, 4i is our function. We're going to start with the number 1. So it's going to be 4 times 1 plus, check the next number, plug it in, 4 times 2 plus the next number plugged in, 4 times 3. That's where we're going to stop because 3 is the top number here. So all this is going to be is 4 plus 8 plus 12, 16, 24. And that should have been easy. Yeah, 24. So the answer to this summation is 24. And that's the answer to that one. Now I think the next one here is a calculator problem. Oh no, I have one more of these. Okay, we're going to start at the number 3 and we'll work our way to the number 7. Okay, so you plug in 3, you get 3 over 2 plus, plug in the next number, 4 over 2 plus, next number 5 over 2 plus, next number 6 over 2 plus, next number 7 over 2. And that's where we'd stop because it's the number on top. We went from 3 to 7. And you would just sum all these numbers up. They have a common denominator. You'd figure out what your answer is, and that would be your answer to this summation. Okay, I have one more here. It's a calculator one, and I want to show you how to do this on the calculator because we won't be doing summations on the calculator, but you will be doing integrals and everything, and it's going to be around the same area. So grab a calculator, and let's try this out. So pause it while you go get one. Let's work this out. And you know what? I need to write this down, so give me 1 second. It is I squared, and you guys should write it down too because I'm going to have to get off of this page in order to open up the calculator. We're going to go from 3 to 53. Okay, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to open up my calculator. Okay, let's go here. Remember, always use this one. That's the if you use the scratch pad, it's not going to work if you like save functions onto it. So I suggest not doing that. Okay, we're going to go menu. We are doing calculus. We're summing things together. That is a calculus skill. So we're going to go to sum. We have an I equals 3, and we're going all the way up to 53. Now, if you were to do this by hand, you are going to be here a very long time. Okay, but we have this calculator. So let's go I squared minus, and get out of the exponents, as you notice I was not doing right there, 5 times I plus 4. And if you click enter on that, it will give us our summation. And so our summation on that last slide there would have been 44,098. And that is the last slide here. So we are actually done with this lesson.